Hello students, good morning. Today in this session we are going to learn a new story about a fairy. Do you know who is a fairy? Yes? Have you ever read any fairy tales? Yes, you have been reading many times stories related to fairies. Okay, they live in fairy lands. Okay, so it is believed in Western countries, it is believed that if your tooth is broken, if your teeth is broken, if you keep the teeth under your pillow and if you sleep, at night the tooth fairy comes to you and she will give you a gift. It is believed, it's just imaginary. It is their belief. Okay, nothing happens like that. What do you do if something happens, if your teeth is broken? Yes, everybody believes some different things. They believe in, so that is superstitious. Okay, so in Western countries also it is believed that if you keep the teeth under your pillow and you sleep, no, the next day or in the night that fairy comes and she will give you a gift, it seems. Okay, so let us see. It is a story about a fairy. Okay, in a faraway island in the sea lived a family of 5 sisters. The oldest girl was the head of the family and her sisters obeyed her commands. Reena was the youngest sister of the family. She was also the most beautiful of the 5. She was sent to the forest every day to collect firewood for the kitchen fire. So in a faraway island, what is island? The place which is covered by water on 4 sides. A place which is covered with water on 4 sides is called a island. So in a faraway island there lived a family. Okay, who lived there? It was a family of 5 sisters. Okay, no parents were there. There lived a family of 5 sisters. So the elder sister, she was only the head of the family as they were not having any parents. So the elder sister was the head of the family and the younger sisters, they used to obey her. Okay, obey means listening to her, following her. Okay, okay, do you obey your parents? Obeying means respecting. They used to obey her. So Reena was the youngest sister of the family. Okay, youngest means the last girl. She was the youngest of the family. So she was the most beautiful of the 5 members. She was very beautiful. So what was the work of Reena? She used to go to forest every day and she has to get some firewood for the kitchen fire. Okay students, so let us see. At the edge of the forest was a cave under some rocks. A stream of water fell over the rocks. It was an amusingly cool spot. Reena often rested here after collecting wood in the forest. She always sang and danced in this cool place and enjoyed its beauty. Sometimes she would lie on the mossy bank of the stream for hours and dream. So every day Reena used to go to forest to collect some firewood for the kitchen. So at the edge of the forest there was a cave. Okay, beside the cave there was a stream of water. Okay, there was a small river. So the place was always cool. Okay, that the cave was cool. So while coming after collecting the wood from the forest, Reena used to rest there. Reena used to take rest there in the cool place there. The place was very cool near the cave because a stream of water was flowing there. So Reena used to sing and dance, rest for some time and enjoyed the beauty. One morning as Reena ran along the grassy path that led to the cave, she saw a little fish in the stream. She was very excited. Its scales flashed out all the colors of the rainbow. So one morning after collecting wood from the forest, she was walking along the grassy path in the forest. What did she see? In the stream, she saw a fish. It was a very colorful and shiny fish. Do you know fishes have scales on their body? Yes, fishes have scales on their body. Okay, let us suppose. So these are called as scales, children. So the scales of this fish, they were very shining. Okay, they were very shining like rainbow. They were shining very much like a rainbow. I'm going to keep the fish as a pet, said the girl to herself. So when seeing this fish, Reena got very excited when she saw the fish. So she decided to keep this fish as a pet. So we often have cats and dogs as a pet animal, isn't it? Some people cage birds as their pet. So she decided to keep this fish as a pet. I will call him Rainbow. So she caught the pretty fish and put him into the basin in the cave. So what happened? She was very much excited. She decided to keep this fish as her pet and she called it Rainbow. What was the name given? Rainbow was the name of the pet. So she took the fish from the stream and she kept in a small basin in the cave. You can see here in the picture, children. So she named him Rainbow. She spoke and played with him for a long time. While leaving, she promised to come back the next day. So every day she used to visit her. She was playing with him, talking with that fish. And while leaving, she would promise the fish that I will come back the next day. So turn to page number 42, children. The next day, Reena went to the forest for wood. She carried some crumbs of bread which she had saved for her breakfast. On the way home, she stopped at the cave. The fish was waiting for her. She came to the edge of the basin and Reena fed the crumbs to him. How thrilled the girl was! She had been lonely before. Now she had a playfellow to share her thoughts. So what happened the next day when Reena was going to the forest to collect some wood, she carried some crumbs of bread. Crumbs means she carried some pieces of bread. Okay, crumbs means small pieces of bread. Okay, she carried some crumbs for the fish. On the way home, she stopped at the cave. The fish was waiting for her. So she went to the fish and she fed the fish the crumbs of the bread. She was very much thrilled. She was very happy. And now every day she was very alone at home. She was feeling lone. She was not having friends. So she was very much happy to find this fish, to share her thoughts with her. She was playing with her every day. Every morning, instead of eating the bread which her sister gave her, Reena would save it and feed the crumbs to her pet. The fish would leap up to catch them. Here are some crumbs, Rainbow, she would say. This is all today, but I'll come again tomorrow. Then she would sing a little song. What happened? Every morning this was going on. Every morning when her elder sister offered this bread to Reena for the breakfast, she used to hide in her pocket and she used to get that for the fish. So this was going on every day. She would go to the fish, Rainbow, this is your breakfast. She used to call the fish. Then the fish would leap up for the breakfast, for the pieces of crumbs. Then she would promise, I'll come again tomorrow. Then she would sing a little song. She used to sing a song for the rainbow. Then Reena became thin and weak, to the astonishment of her sisters. When asked, she never revealed anything to her sisters about her friend. So gradually what happened as the days passed, Reena was becoming thin and Reena was becoming very weak. What happened? Why was she becoming weak? Because she was not having her breakfast. Instead, she was giving her breakfast to the fish. She was feeding the fish. So the sisters were very much surprised. Okay, the sisters were surprised. Why our sister is becoming weak? So they got worried. They asked her number of times, but she did not reveal anything. She did not share that with her sisters. One day, the oldest sister followed her to the cave and saw her feed the crumbs of bread to the fish. While Reena was away in the forest, the oldest sister caught the fish, carried him home, and mercilessly cooked him for supper. She quietly buried the bones under the kitchen fire. So what happened? One day, the elder sister followed Reena while she was leaving the home. So she followed Reena to see what was going on there, and the elder sister saw that Reena was feeding the breadcrumbs to the fish. Then what happened? When Reena left the cave, this elder sister, she went there, she bought that fish to their home, she prepared a delicious meal and she buried the bones of the fish there near the kitchen. So this was very sad, students. This Reena lost her friend. The fish was mercilessly prepared for the delicious dinner. So this was mercilessly cooked for their dinner, and this Reena did not know all these things. So it was very sad with Reena. Reena lost her friend. So let us see in the next video, is Reena going to get back her friend, and will Reena get to know the truth that what happened with the fish? So let us see in the next video. Thank you.